What is up, Overcome Army? It is Monday. It is that first day of the week, and guys, we are almost 1 month into this fourth quarter. That's right. We are almost a month in. That means there's only 2 months left in this year. And I know for most of us, 2020 is that year we are like, oh my God, please get done as quickly as possible. This has just been the year that every time you turn around, it's like, oh my God, I finally got my footing from this fight after getting hit in the face. And then suddenly somebody comes along and smacks it with an elbow. So it is what it is. The good news is this is the year to overcome. It is the year to drive forward. It may be the year of doing new things. But here's what I wanted to talk about on this Monday muster. You ready for this? You're ready? 2020, it is the year. The struggle is real. And, why do I tell you that? Well, guys, I tell you that because I think I meet a lot of people who are like, oh, Jay, you're so positive, or Jay, you lead this charmed life. I've worked very hard to get where I am. I am fortunate to have a beautiful house, and I am fortunate to have accomplished a few things in my lifetime. But it doesn't mean it is perfect. And it doesn't mean you're going to reach a goal and suddenly you're in this perfect utopia. It's never going to happen, guys. Part of being human is there's always going to be a struggle. I got bad news. 2021, you will have struggles. In 2022, you will have struggles. In 2023, and so on and so on and so forth. And when you accomplish your goals, you're going to have struggles. So that's what this Monday Muster is about. It is, and I don't want to tell you all that to be like, negative downer or anything like that. But the bottom line is life is not perfect. It is messy. There are problems and there's adversity, and even when things are going well or you're accomplishing your goals, there are problems that come along with them. And I struggle with them, guys. I struggle sometimes with depression. It is true. I mean, the negativity piles up and you're dealing with all these problems, and sometimes you're dealing with conflict within different areas of your life, whether it's on the job, whether we're trying to do a whole bunch of different things. Life is complicated. And for most of us in the Overcome Army, we are all in that range of, midpoint of our lives where we are parents. We are trying to take care of our fitness. There might be health concerns. There are financial concerns. There are obviously social craziness concerns that are going on right now in 2020. And all that piles up to affect us here and here. So what I want to tell you is that is okay. You are not abnormal. There's not anything wrong with you. It's not like if you wake up and you're like, oh my God, I'm struggling so hard to get out of bed today because just last week did not go right. I'm just down and I just wish I could get a little better momentum. Maybe I'm not cut out for the Overcome Army, or maybe I'm not a goal setter because, I'm just struggling to get on course during this fourth quarter, or whatever you're telling yourself. Everybody struggles. I struggle. I don't care who at the top of their game, Tony Robbins, Grant Cardone, or whoever else you want to look at, any of the motivational Jocko Willink struggles. I swear it's true. Even if some of them won't admit it, I know it's true because it is part of being human. What is the difference? So the difference, guys, is this. People who are successful figure out how to keep grinding forward despite that struggle. And people who don't move very far in their lives, or really do not accomplish maybe the goals or the things they're setting out to do, they allow that struggle to dominate them instead of learning how to ignore it, or at least mute the noise that comes from that struggle, that negativity, that depression, that pessimism. They learn how to push past it. It doesn't make it go away. It's not this perfect thing where you're just like, oh my God, I just turned off the negative switch and everything's great. It doesn't work that way. Our brains don't work that way. It takes time to move those things. But I will tell you this. You can fight negativity and you can fight that struggle with what? with wins, with goals, with accomplishing things, because human beings are wired that way. We feel good when we accomplish something. And despite when things are going wrong, when things are going bad, that is how you can beat that struggle. Feeling negative, get out and do something positive. Struggling with goal setting, accomplish even a small goal. That's why I'm trying to encourage all of you guys in the Overcome Army that we set our quarterly goals. We are in the fourth quarter. This is one of the toughest quarters. Toughest quarters because you're rolling into the end of the year. People are tired. We're trying to, maybe in business, your company is really pushing hard, especially in 2020. It's been turned upside down. Maybe in your personal life, you're like, man, I really want to finish the year strong. So, but maybe you're off course because everything is kind of going to the wayside in 2020. This is where it's so critical that we adapt a little bit and we just pick those little goals, man. You know, maybe it's giving back, maybe it's having gratitude, it's taking a step back, getting some perspective to recognize, you know, even though things are crazy and even though I'm struggling, I can take a breath and I can make a difference with some of the people around me. I mean, maybe it's just within my family, maybe it's my kids, maybe it's a friend. You know, it's so easy to focus on the negativity. We're inundated with the negativity, which amplifies that struggle. And we're just like, oh my God, I'm a terrible person. There's something wrong with me. I'm flawed. And you're not. Just focus on little positive things. Focus on those little tiny advances forward, guys. It will make you feel so much better. I will go back once again. I'll harp on this speech because I think it is so powerful, and that is Admiral McRaven's speech of making your bed. It is such a small, minute thing, but guys, it accomplishes two things that move the needle. You are productive, and it creates structure, and those are the antidote to struggle. Because you feel good, you are getting into a routine, you are doing something that builds some structure into your life, and you are productive. You are checking an accomplishment off the list. And then, you know, when you come home, you got a made bed, which also makes you feel good. If your house is a mess, I don't know about you guys, I feel this way. When our house is a mess, when I don't like trash in my car, so I try to always, I have a rule. When you get out of the car, you throw away the trash. Because it creates a level of chaos and it creates a level of messiness that I feel in my body and in my mind. So that's why I try and take care of those things. We try and keep our house clean. It doesn't mean we're perfect. There's sometimes when, oh my God, the world catches up with us and pow, hits us in the face. And the next thing you know, we're trying to figure out, oh my God, we got to catch up. We got to get back on course. That's what it's about, guys. Being a point man for your life is not perfection. Being a point man for your life doesn't mean I'm relentlessly positive 100% of the time, but it does mean you find that positivity. It does mean you understand that at times there's going to be struggle. There will be hard times, but you use the tools that we have. Everything I teach, guys, this motto, I mean, the reality is I made them for me. And I use them, I live them because I need them in my life and they help me to be better. You know, reminding myself to get off that edge, reminding myself that when I'm struggling, hey man, get your compass out and get back on course. When my goals are not going according to plan, all of that plays into the ability to fight that struggle. In the military, we develop standard operating procedures. We develop emergency action drills. What are those designed to do? Well, they're designed to react when things go wrong. Life's no different. That's how you fight the struggle. So, guys, the struggle is real. I feel it. And I know so many people look at me and they're like, "Oh, well, Jason Redman, you have nothing to worry about. You know, you've led this charmed life." You know, I didn't live a charmed life, man. My family was poor. I joined the Navy, and I busted my butt to get where I was, and you know, to earn all the different things. And man, I have had setbacks. There are plenty of people that don't like me. I've created friction with them, or they've disagreed with something that I've done or said, and those are real struggles. Those are things that I have to deal with. That I have to, you know, when I see them, you know, they don't like me, and there's there's friction there. We deal with that. I run into problems when I'm trying to accomplish my goals because everybody does. That's how it is. So accept on this Monday Mustard, accept the struggle is real. There's nothing wrong with you. But don't get mired in it. You have to get off that X. You have to use the tools to get out of that struggle. That is the bottom line. In the Overcome Army, I give you these tools. I give you the tools. I give you the React methodology. I give you this Overcome mindset. And there are more tools. We're going to be going over some new things. How do we avoid that risk? How do we make sure that we're a point man? How do we get back on course? How do we move that needle? So guys, that is what's up. If you need a little more positivity and motivation, drop it. Moving the Needle drops later today. They told me that it's going to load about noon. I am excited because Bubs Naturals is an amazing collagen and MCT supplement company, collagen protein. Bubs came in at the last minute as a sponsor, so we're updating, and then that will drop this afternoon. But there's a ton of positivity. John Paul Mitchell, it's just great. I'm really, really happy with how that came out. So that is Monday Mustard today. Guys, it's okay to struggle. But it's not okay to just sit there and accept that there's something wrong with me. There's nothing wrong with you. You're human. So the difference is, once again, between successful people who struggle and unsuccessful people who struggle, is successful people figure out tools to get off that X and drive forward. All right, guys. That is Monday Mustard. Let's go hit it. Let's hit 2020 back, man. Let's get on it. Let's accomplish those goals. You're going to feel good about yourself. And you're going to bust that struggle right in the chops. All right. I'm out. All right.